So I was talking to my boy about leadership, right? And he was basically talking about how, his woman has, completely different goals, has completely different aspirations than him and all this other type of stuff, right? And I made the comment, I was like, to each his own, but for me, I need a woman who's going in the same direction as I'm going. I need a woman who wants the same things that I want. And he was like, yeah, that's gonna come with a level of compromise and all that type of stuff. But I'm like, yeah, but the compromises are not going to be on the bigger picture. The bigger picture should always remain the bigger picture. Compromises are always gonna happen. But we should be aligned on what we actually want to get because those compromises aren't compromises. They're actually just alignment. We chose to make a decision that was going to get us further. Right. And then I'm also a firm believer that a lot of the women nowadays, the only reason why they truly, 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 truly want to go get their own is because they don't ever want to be in a position where a man can put them out or mistreat them because they don't have their own. I heard my own grandmother literally sit here in the car next to me tell me that's why I always had multiple jobs and always worked, well, but took care of myself because I never wanted it to be able to tell me, just get out. I don't want you no more. And then I'm just left without nothing. So I made sure I kept me a steady job. I made sure I did this, whatever the case may be. A lot of women, a lot of you guys, a lot of women are doing that out of insecurity. It's like a safety mechanism. It's like they've tried that their biology wants to be able to submit and be able to lead, be led by men, all this other type of stuff. But they've been sold so many fake lies and so many things happen that they don't trust the man to actually do what they said that they was gonna do. Like, for instance, with me, I'm a firm believer that if a woman actually did pour into me and stand by my side in the ways that I needed to, she would get everything that she wanted. She would never sacrifice anything. That's like a woman who's like, hey, she wants to start a nail business. But I have I also want to start a business and it may be a little bit more profitable. If she helped me start my business and put her thing to the side, the moment my business worked, I wouldn't break up with her and go leave her for a different race. I wouldn't start effing on different girls because I would have noticed how much of a gem she is. And I would want to give her everything that she wants. Here, now you can have your nail business completely funded, everything paid off. You don't even have to hustle to go get anything. It can lose money every month. I don't care. But I'm going to give you everything you want. I didn't lead you away from your wants. I led you to your wants. I made it easier. And that's the type of man and the type of perspective that I be trying to embed in certain things. But I noticed that the women, they are damaged. They want their own because when they've put that control and they've put that faith in a man to be able to provide on that type of level, they fell short. They got comfortable. They started abusing them. It's so many different aspects. And as men, we got to acknowledge that too. Like the ways that they're acting is more than likely because we did something or some type of structure. Now, granted, when we start talking about the black household and stuff like that, the family structures and all that other type of stuff, the government, that played a part. The system. You get what I'm saying? But the core root foundation of it is us being able to trust each other, us being able to get on deep levels with each other. And there's something I also said too to my boy. So what happens when your woman has a better vision? Are you gonna go? As a leader, you should be able to notice. Oh, your business plan is better than mine. Your business plan may be able to make us more money. Your idea may be a little bit far, maybe a lot more aligned than mine is. I'm gonna help you get further on that. Does that make you less of a leader, or does that make you even more of a leader because you acknowledged your resources, you acknowledged where your household stood, and did what you needed to propel the household, propel your lineage? Do you get what I'm saying? Like some men don't truly understand like leadership. Like if you see your girl wants to be able to do something, she has a fire ass idea, but it's not your idea, but her idea has the ability to make millions. Why not give her what she needs to make that and then just use the millions that came from that business to take care of what you guys need to for the legacy? But a lot of men are in this patriarch, like this control headspace to where they feel like they need to be the ones making the millions. At the end all be all, we need to just make sure we're trying to get to the same place. If my woman, I'm making sure as a man, I'm trying to choose the right woman. I'm choosing women that has the characteristics and the personality traits that aligns with where I'm trying to get to in life to create the least amount of friction to get there. If there's something in me said I wanted to move to the middle of the forest, I would hope this type of woman had it in her to also want to do that. If I said I wanted to be in the midst of the city or whatever the case, like whatever I want to do, and whatever you guys want to do as men, whatever the case may be, find somebody who's actually aligned to that and matches that so you guys can actually get there because so many solutions come when two minds come together on one path, on one journey. If you guys both want to get, that's what I was talking about when I was like the compromise thing. If our end goal is to, let's say, have an online business that generates X amount of money so we can live remote, we can live off the grid in like another country or something like that. Who matters who's the face of the channel? Who matter? Why does it matter? As long as somebody's channel is bringing it in, we achieve the goal. Now you have to help the other person who has the better idea, who has the better platform, who has the leverage right now. Then the other person needs to assist them on making sure that actually gets executed. That's not diminishing your leadership. That's not diminishing your submissive qualities. That's actually being a partner. That's actually building together. Something that this generation doesn't seem to understand. We don't like building together. We just like being together. Being together is so pointless. So pointless. I can do what it like you literally serve no fucking purpose besides just taking air. You're just breathing my oxygen. You're making it harder for me to get oxygen. You're filling my car with carbon dioxide just being here. You're not bringing me in. Why did this car pull up with siren? Oh, what's going on? But yeah, man, it's just that instance. I think that's something that we don't miss. Maybe it's because I want a traditional woman. I think that's probably what it is. I think I'm looking for more traditional qualities. And because I also understand what a real woman's love actually feels like. Like, even though, me and my mom, even though we butt heads sometimes, she actually shows unconditional love. I've been seeing a woman put her life on hold to make sure that we get raised properly. Having us as kids and then immediately having to go get jobs. Immediately having to put herself on the back burner just to make sure her kids became the people that they wanted to be. And that made her happy. That makes her happy. If one woman is capable of showing that love, another one is too. Now she doesn't have to be. Chances are she's not going to show that level of emotional capacity, like a man's motherly or a woman's motherly or fatherly love, etc. You get what I'm saying? But it's still that principle. Can we build together? Like, is there some type of sacrifice? Is there some type of compromise? Because compromise is going to show somewhere, but it has to be because you're trying to get somewhere. Don't just compromise for the compromise. Compromise because you're trying to get somewhere, and you getting there is more important than you holding up your belief system. You care more about the goal than the thought process it took to get to the goal, which I'm not saying be stupid. Once again, in my videos, I don't want nobody to take it to an extreme. Like, don't start selling your soul and going like Diddy parties and all this other type of stuff because you want the goal. That's not what I'm saying, but you get exactly what I'm saying. Go after the things that you want and make sure that it's aligned. Pick partners who actually want to build with you, and you will make it happen. You will get to that end goal every single time. Every single time. But it comes to picking the right person. How do you pick the right person? By not necessarily going off of looks and all that type of stuff, which that's also important. You want to be attracted to your partner, right? But it should come down to, where are we trying to get to? Do we want the same things? If we want the same things, then I think we should probably do this. Let's being honest. If not, then we learn. But it's so much easier for people to forgive, compromise, and all this other type of stuff when you understand, by me forgiving, by me surrendering, by me compromising, I'm not losing anything. We're still going to get to where we want to get to because that person wants it just as much as I do. It's a completely different energy. Completely, completely, completely different energy.